Eka came to Bodhidharma. Bodhidharma refused to accept him as a student. All Zen masters do this. They reject you. And this stimulates you see, to come back stronger. If you're going to learn at all. And Eka came back stronger and stronger and stronger, and Bodhidharma resisted him stronger and stronger, and finally he cut off his left arm and presented it to Bodhidharma. He said, look, here's my left arm, given to you as a token that nothing in the world matters to me except to find out what you're all about. All right, he said, what do you want to know? Eka said, I have no peace of mind. Please pacify my mind. In Chinese, mind is this word pronounced shin. And shin is here. Shin is the heart mind, it's the psychic center. And so Bodhidharma said, bring out your shin here before me and I will pacify it. Eka said, when I look for it, I can't find it. Bodhidharma said, then it's pacified. And Eka immediately understood what all the thing was about. That's the experience called Satori in Japanese, Wu in Chinese, Mandarin, and then the Cantonese dialect. It's just what we call in our modern psychological jargon the aha phenomenon. The aha phenomenon. Aha! Now I see. Well, now, what was all this? This Zen is a translation of the Sanskrit word jnana.
There's definitely more. There's like 3 players that could possibly.
And so this is being pronounced Chan in Chinese and Zen in Japanese. Is unfortunately untranslatable in English. It designates a certain state of consciousness that is sometimes called meditation, but that won't do it all. Contemplation isn't really the point. Chinese have a different word for contemplation. And sometimes one-pointedness of mind.
No, there's 2 people.
I would prefer to translate this word
just saying you
with the notion of total presence of mind. When we say a person is crazy, we often say they're not all there. Now go to the opposite of that. Visualize a person who is completely there, or who is completely here. A person who lives totally and absolutely now. That doesn't mean he's incapable of thinking about the past or the future, because thoughts about the past and about the future are included in the present. You have them now. But imagine the kind of person who is not distracted, who when he talks to you, it really gives you his whole being, who doesn't, as it were, look over your shoulder and wander off to something else. Somebody who, first of all, he's completely here, and he's so much here that you can't phase him. Now this idea of phasing is crucial in Zen. You see, I referred a moment ago to attachment, that Buddhism is living free from attachments. And I made the point that this is not abandoning a sense of a good appetite for dinner, but it's stopping sticking. In psychological jargon, you don't block. A mind of no hesitation, it's sometimes called. In Chinese, the phrase mo zhi chu is used, of going straight ahead. So supposing somebody walks up to you on the street and says, are you saved? Now, most of us who are intelligent people feel embarrassed by such a question. You know, what's this wretched Salvation Army person or Jehovah's Witness doing asking me whether I'm saved or not? And we're all a little bit, you know, what do you do with a nut like that? So, but as in Zen, this is a perfect moment to respond, you see, to the most embarrassing question. How you say?
Lethal. That's a
Zen
lethal
comes back in a very funny way. In Zen, one doesn't give philosophical answers to a question like that. You give practical answers. I had a boiled egg this morning.
They would just drop a mobile version crossplay to be possible.
Because whenever you are asked about matters sacred, theoretical and philosophical, you answer in terms of things earthy and practical. But then on the other hand, when you are asked about things earthy and practical, you answer in terms of things religious and philosophical. Is dinner ready? You know? Who's asking?
Players.
Who are you?
8 players.
So, this is then the flavor of Zen, is, you know, Bodhidharma is supposed to have meditated so long that his legs fell off. And he's usually drawn this way, something like this anyway. It looks like a shmoo. But in Japan, you buy these toys that are darumas. And they are so weighted in here that you can never knock them over. You can bat it on the floor, bat it this way, bat it that way, but it always comes up again. And so the poem says, 7 times down, 8 times up, such is life. So this is the principle of not being phased, not being attached. So to play the game, you can't phase me.
What is actual like zombies?
This is very important in the art of lifemanship. Fundamental gamesmanship. Because you see, when the Zen monks moved into Kyoto, they took over the best
So
part.
it's kind of like a gun game.
Simply fantastic.
Zombie survival thing.
The beautiful hills were occupied by the brigands, who later became the Japanese nobility. The great daimyos, these were the toughest characters. And the Zen monks played a game with them, which was that, you know, you possess all these lands and you're powerful and so on, but so what? It's all falling apart. Then what will you do? Well, they said, that's too bad, we don't know. And the Zen monks said, oh, you haven't got the hang of the thing, see? So they found that they couldn't terrify Zen monks. That they played all sorts of tricks, but the Zen monks were better masters at it. See, supposing you say to somebody, look,
You kind of make me want to
I'm not
join.
afraid of you. You can do anything you like. You can kill me or anything at all. But if I go and kill the fellow who says this, I'll never find out whether he was afraid or not. So they outfaced these people and said, we have a secret, you see, that you don't have. And we'll teach your servitors to be great warriors, because they'll learn the secret too, and they won't be afraid of anything. This is what they did. And so the daimyos, the noblemen, built great
really got
monasteries
into
for these
Second Life.
masters and monks on
But
their
before
best
VR
land.
Chat, I was at
The
IMVU.
finest artists of Japan made gold leaf screens for almost every room in the place. And although nobody owns anything individually,
No, it had,
the
like,
community
different
owns it collectively with the
A
protection
lot
of
of
the
like
daimyos.
spots that you
And
click
they had
on
a
that either be a
tremendous
standing pose, a sitting, a laying, or it has some action.
Now, to us, that sounds extremely weird, even immoral. You don't expect religious
No.
people to do things like that.
That was
No, I know you
such,
don't.
there's no such
If
thing.
the religious people,
Unless you click on a bubble that has an animation for
these
walking
people
around,
didn't go
that's
around pretending
it's good to
that
get.
they were especially good. They didn't dupe themselves.
Yeah.
They were people who understood what human nature is. that in every one of us there is an element of irreducible rascality. In Jewish theology, this is called the Yetzer Hara. Yezerhara. The Yetzer Hara. The element of irreducible
I think that's why
rascality, which was
people
created by God.
prefer IMVU
Because
more
God has one
for
of the
graphics. It depends on the creator.
And
It's
that's
one of
why
those
when
games
you
where
are really
you
affectionate
can
to
see
somebody
it's
else,
created by somebody.
when, for example, men, I don't know what women do in their private lives between each other, but men, as we all know, say to someone they're very fond of, "Why, you old bastard." You know? Just like that, you know, there's a certain way of saying to a person, there's a certain glint of recognition. So there's a Zen poem which says, when two Zen masters meet each other on the road, they need no introduction. When a thief meets a thief, they recognize each other instantly.
That's kind of the same with IMVU. It costs real world money. There's not really
This goes back, you see, again, to
credits.
the heart of Chinese philosophy. That human nature is considered to be
The
based
thing about it though is they had like
and
an
even
adult
the
pass
rascally
that you had to like
element
prove that you were an
of
adult,
salt in the human
and it
heart.
costs a one-time fee,
There
and
has
you
to
get
be this little thing,
the
human
adult stuff in the
passions,
market
and that
as
the
adult
natural
rooms that's only for
pretentiousness
adults.
and greed or whatever that we have is an essential element in our makeup. And that when people lose sight of that, they go mad. Nothing, for example, is more dangerous than a saint. That is to say, an unconscious saint who thinks that he is right
Yeah.
and who endeavors to live an absolutely pure life and to eliminate all selfish thoughts. Somebody who undertakes that task is going to be a menace to all around because he loses his humor. He loses his real humility, which is knowing that after all, since we're humans, we have certain needs here.
Same here. I wish I had that
Sex,
knowledge.
this, that, and the other. And this sort of has
What?
a quality of humor to it. And so this is why in Zen art, the sages are always drawn to look a little bit like bums. You know that Putai, or Hote as he's called, what's called the laughing Buddha, the fat Buddha with an immense belly, and carrying around an enormous bag of rubbish, into which he indiscriminately puts anything he finds around and then gives it away to children. This is the sort of type which the Chinese call the old rogue. And the old rogue, as a type of the poet, sage, monk, and scholar, you see, is greatly admired. He's the non-violent brigand, the rolling stone, the free man, or in our words, the joker. The joker, you see, is the card.
Interesting enough, you got enough money, they exist. You can get one today.
So then, Zen
Can actually afford it.
developed in China.
Like if they make a whole dealership in America with flying cars and stuff.
And came to a sort of golden age in the Tang and Sung dynasties. The golden age of Zen lies between 713
Autopilot.
and approximately 1100, 1200, 11 to 1200. That's the great creative period in which all the marvelous masters emerged, and during which Zen exercised a profound influence on the development of Chinese poetry, painting, calligraphy, and scholarship. Then, between 11 and 1200, it shifted to Japan.
Why?
And underwent
Everybody would just have to relearn something new.
rather different
Stick with light
qualities
paths.
and tone.
Honestly, something that hovers like that, I don't see how it can stop on a dime. Everybody would be
It's a very
crashing.
complicated historical question. It slowly faded away in China. so that as we find it today, it is principally a Japanese phenomenon.
Without like
And it is slowly
jarring
gaining
your
in
brain or
Japan
whatever.
and slowly growing in the West. It's a very funny thing. Now then, let me indicate what Zen training, what its method is. How does it work? I said before, what is involved is a dialogue, an interchange between two people. One who has defined himself as a student and has therefore defined the other as the teacher. There is no teacher until a student arrives. No problem until a question is raised. So students create teachers. If you ask a question, you get 30 blows with a stick. If you don't ask a question, you get 30 blows with a stick. Because you put yourself in statu pupillari. You define yourself as having a problem. Now nobody really has a problem. But the Maya, the game of life, is to pretend that you do. Going back to fundamental Hinduism, the Godhead, or the Self, pretends it's all of us. And so gets lost, and so has a ball.
Now somebody's
Dreams
kissing
all
me
this
on
going
the lips.
on.
Wow.
So when you're on your way out from the dream,
Literally just
it
face
suddenly
to
occurs to
me.
you that you have a problem. Life is suffering. You would like to get out of this. So one such student went to a Zen master and he said, we have to dress and eat every
Super
day.
interested if people are
How
just
do we get out of all that?
fruit pods. Let's get a game going.
In other words,
the ambient noise.
You might ask the question this way. We have to work and get up Monday morning, go to the office, do all this routine, sell something and so on. How do we get out of the rat race? So we have to dress and eat every day, and how do we get rid of all that? And the master said, we dress, we eat. The student said, I don't understand.
There it is.
Replied,
Legal
if
business.
you don't understand, put on your clothes and eat your food. But no, this is the kind of dialogue so characteristic.
That has been chilling in a crew pod, like a 4-person crew pod, waiting for
The
4
master,
people.
on being approached by a student about the problem of life,
Two of them came
says,
in.
I have nothing to teach you.
Here we go. Hell yeah, let's
I'm
go.
the Zen master. I have nothing to say. Zen is not words.
How do you get this going?
And furthermore, everything is perfectly clear.
Was it like a...
There was a Confucian scholar who went to a Zen master and said, what is your secret teaching? And he replied, there is a saying in your own teacher Confucius which explains it all. Don't you remember when Confucius said to his disciples, do you suppose that I'm concealing something from you? I've held nothing back. And the scholar didn't get this. So a few days later they were walking together in the mountains and they passed the wild laurel bush. And the Zen master said to the Confucian scholar, do you smell it? He said yes. He said, you see, I'm holding nothing back.
Oh, we're still landing.
So the position of the Zen master is, there is nothing to tell you. There is no, we're not offering you any panacea, any solution, any doctrine, any big goodie to the problem of life.
Exactly the same as leaving.
Because the problem is an illusion. Well, then the student under these circumstances thinks, well, this is some sort of a come-on. He's testing my sincerity. And of course, the nothing which he has to teach is the mystery of the great void.
Wow, the environment.
He doesn't take it as meaning just plain old ordinary nothing, but the great void. And so he persists. And the teacher makes him persist until he gets way out on a limb. He has to persist so much that he practically dedicates his life, saying, just as the way Hueka symbolically cut off his arm. The student is put in the position of dedicating his life to solving this thing and getting what that teacher has.
That's bleach.
And of course, there wasn't anything all along. But he's been put in that position. So,
what is
then,
that?
once he's in statu pupillari, once he becomes a student,
Oh,
he's put through all kinds of hoops.
sucks.
They make him learn to meditate, to sit cross-legged, practice zazen, and they also add to the trouble by asking impossible questions, which are called koan. And these questions are palpably absurd. What they're saying, essentially, at least the elementary koans are all concerned with this, are requests for behavior on the part of the student that will be perfectly genuine. In other words, show me who you are. Now, wait a minute, I don't want to see any social definition of you. I don't want to know your name, your address, who your parents were. I want to see the absolutely authentic you. It's like existentialists talk about authentic being. Or it might be in the same way a confessor, father confessor in a Christian sense would say, now, give me a really good confession. What is the thing bad thing you've really done?
Like
you
this
confess
guy.
to him adulteries and murders and thefts and sacrilege and blasphemies and cussing and so on. And he says, oh, no, come on. Those are only trivial sins. Come on now, what is the really awful thing you've done? What, me? This is the backwards way of doing exactly the same thing as Zen Master is doing. Saying, who are you really? Are you anybody? Is anybody home? Have you got anything? And they do things like making you shout. See, this word is a very important word in Zen. Nothing. Move. It's represented by the empty circle. The word move in Japanese. So they say, now say it. Say move. Move! You know, with all your guts going into it. They say, no. You don't know how to say that. Come on, that's feeble. That's nothing. Let's really say it. They have every kind of trick like that to show you that the more you make an effort to be genuine, the more of a fool you become. And they tie you up in knots until you're desperate. There was an American Zen student who was on a Fulbright, and that gave him a year to study Zen. And he started to panic because he had only a month to go and he hadn't realized it. And he knew he had to. He went to the Zen master and said, damn it. He said, look, I've only got a month left. And the master said, all right, we'll have what we call O-session. You know? O-session is an intense meditation practice where you only sleep 3 hours a night sort of thing, and you meditate all the rest of the time. Let's go, let's really do it. And every day, 3 times, you come to me and present the answer to your Zen problem. We'll go on. And it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse, and he got more and more
literally
that here was this Fulbright going to end, and he wouldn't know what Zen was all about. Well, practically on the last day, he suddenly saw there was nothing to see.
it's got all the same monsters, all the same items.
You know, it's all right the way it is. And this tremendous illumination, this load off his head, was of course what the master was trying to make him do.
It
Might be like
Now,
that.
in the ordinary way, if you're not on a Fulbright, and you can stay around further, and the master will then play a trick on you. He'll say, oh, now that's wonderful.
This might be one of them.
You've got your foot in at the gate.
Guessing that this is the more.
You saw, you realize there's nothing to realize. You realize the void. There's nothing to cling to, you see. There's no barriers,
It's got like
no
a
blocks in any direction.
80% light ratio.
But that is just the beginning. And many, it's all a necessity now for you to discipline yourself much harder, to make great efforts, really to get through. So, what are you going to do about that? The student may say, well, I don't know. I've had enough. I think I've realized what it's all about. And he goes away. Sometime later, he begins to worry. Because, you see, the great emotional relief of this insight begins to wear off. And life begins to look ordinary again. And then he said, maybe I did miss something. That was a very good master I went to. I better go back. So back he goes. And the teacher comes on, very, very tough, and says, no, you're no good. You didn't stick with it. Why should I take you back? Oh, master, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was young and inexperienced, and now I've come to my senses. So the teacher finally says, all right, you're on probation. So again, he starts another koan. This one comes in from a completely different point of view. And he's got others that come from this way, from this way, from this way, from this way. And the point is always, so long as I can beguile you as a teacher into thinking there's something you can get, you need to study with me. When I can no longer fool you into thinking that there's something to get out of life, you'll know that you're life. You don't get something out of it, you're it. But so long as you can be phased and you can be taken in by the teacher, you need a teacher. So in the end, when the student no longer needs a teacher, and he sees that this old boy has fooled him the whole way through, he says at the same time, profound respect, and you wonderful rascal. There's a very strange thing in the, I've poked around a good deal lately in Japan among American Zen students to find out what's going on. And they tell me that the initial come-on of a Zen master is very tough and very authoritarian and paternalistic. But as you move in, he turns into your older brother and is a person you feel going right along with you, beside you, helping you in this thing, full of friendship and compassion and everything. But occasionally he will suddenly turn and bring on the authoritarian stuff. But they do it in a very strange way. There was a Zen master who on a Saturday morning, when he should have been woken up at 8 o'clock, was woken up at 7, or whatever the time was. No, he should have been woken up at 8 on Saturdays and 7 on weekdays. So this was a Saturday, and his attendant monk came and woke him up at 8. He was immediately looked at the clock and was absolutely furious that he'd been woken up an hour late because he didn't know it was Saturday. So he struck out at this monk in a rage. And the monk said, "Master, but it's Saturday." He said, "Oh." Anger disappeared, absolutely serene, no apologies. So you see the nature of this game. This is the Zen game. And I seem to have given away the show to you. I've told you all the inside mechanics of it. But you would discover that if you tangle with a Zen master and you think you know from what I had told you what are the mechanics of it, and you stuck your neck out to put yourself in the position of being an inquirer, everything I had told you would be useless. He would outwit you completely. That's what consists in being a master. He's not doing it because he wants to be superior and to put down other human beings. He's doing it out of great compassion because he feels he knows something which if you could find out, you would just be so happy and would want to give it to everybody else. But you can't give it away because everybody's got it. What you've got to make them do is to see that they have it and that you don't give it to them. And that's the most difficult task. Your task. Your task. Your task.
It's a bit cheesy. It would be better if it had more things to do.
So this is basically a role-play server, pretty much.
Pretty much, you get your own house. Everybody else gets their own house. You can invite your friends to your house as a birthday. As a family member, pizza. Maybe wake up in a great place.
Yeah, after experiencing number 2 RP, you can't get too much anything else.
Well, it's not even the version. Hey, at least you got it now, so if you update it, it's better.
The only way that game works is if I just use a grenade launcher with tear gas people and arrest them. And melee charge them.
Imagine if they added military where you could join the military and it's
Yeah, if they had a tear gas grenade launcher, then that would be the only thing you could get to. What's that? I can arrest people. What's that? I can read all the rules and see what exactly the time limit is for each fine. Yeah, we're good. Something's wrong, right? Tear gas. Some things are
What's it again? The mood meter. It says 1-0%.
That felt good on my sinuses.
Ooh.
That felt nice on my sinuses.
Let's take it back. Do now. It was just very, very short.
Mm-hmm.
Why you gotta be way down here, down in the street? Wow. Wow. Wow, it really shows when you're not happy. That's for sure. Cause I'm like slumped over, head down, depressed looking. Really low. If I drink a sip. Sleep, drink coffee. Watch TV. Okay.
What is it now? Must have such a trick.
It's getting heapies again.
Not liking it.
Oh, good, I do. Okay, that's just means I need caffeine stuff. Then I'll be good.
Good.
Caffeine stuff?
Caffeine stuff.
Ooh. Caffeine stuff.
Yepers.
Let's see what we got here. Hunger? I'm a little bit hungry. would be nice. Just have so much money. There's like no possible way you can spend it all and just get everything straight. And then have fun. Like you said, going to Disneyland whenever you want, once a day or whatever you're gonna do. Like you won't. Like boys, y'all want to go to Disneyland? Don't worry about it. It's on me. No problem. You know, would be nice to be that rich, but. I've never been, so I don't even know what it's like. Yeah, I've heard it's actually so big. There's no possible way you could see it all in one day. I swear I would. I swear I would throw on an adult diaper just so I could get by. Yeah. Who's knocking on my door? I got notification knocked on my door. Yeah. I'm not home. I'm working my pizza job. That's not. Yeah. I get like that once in a while, I guess. Where I find myself having to use the bathroom. Seems like every 10 minutes or so. It's annoying. Actually, hold up. I don't think there's a time limit on this. Can I possibly go to Discord? Yeah. Hold on. Can you share your screen, or would that mess you up? Let's see it. Jesus Christ, you trying to look like daddy, huh? Shit. I'd say hell yeah. As long as it, I mean, you wear clothes with your avatar, right? It's gonna clip through. It's gonna definitely clip through. That's gonna be the problem. It will. Why don't it? I was about to say, why don't it just let you try it? Yes. Straight up muscle. Okay, it is stretchy. Yeah, it's not bad. Looking nice. Oh my god, yeah. Wait. What's going on in the front? Oh my god. Yeah, I've noticed that with the one I've got. Just, you can't do much with it. At all. Is it just like some straps in the front that I'm seeing? Okay. That's... I kinda like that. This is a different location shot. What? Started. Wow. Look at your house with the indoor pool. Blue fireplace, keep cold on everything. Yeah, I'm still in the same thing. It's got a very like architect type modern weird looking house. Very modern. My guy is starving. That's the thing, can't keep up like constantly. Oof. So my character, what is your take on that one? Is it? I feel like it's just so average. Like everybody's probably wearing it. The only customization I would want to do is just recoloring the thing, so it looks more like my boy on VR chat. He's colorblind. Oof. I don't think I can. I think it's just one color. Oh, that's it. Ooh. Yeah, bro. Hello. Juiciness. Yeah. Ooh.
I've played a few
run-throughs doors. But I haven't done it recently since they might have updated. I can hear the doors. I'm about to be. Can you just leave that session. Doors. Oh my god. Which room? A four-person. Okay. I'm just standing here in the middle, at the very end, where the fireplace is. Yay. This one's empty. If it let's see. A flashlight would be really good. Wow. No. Should we go back and try again? Just leave this and go back. Roblox being Roblox. to the back again. There's one on the left side. Far back on the left side. Should be in your session. Hopefully. Wait. Okay. Where are you? No, I joined you. I thought. Hold on. I'll try to join you again. Join you. Wait. Am I here? No! Who is that? What? This is. Oh my gosh. We can bust into this one real quick. Don't you jump in here. Well, look at. And I'll join on you. It's like with the VR chat's mobile version. They need to fix their shit so I can see all the best avatars.
have permissions.
You are added. Just waiting on you to be accepted. How you frame the brand? Bags.
Yeah, I'll put it in. Rest that in later. I just got usual beans, chicken, pork. Hydrating fluid stuff. That's about it. And I guess an energy drink or two, in case you're desperately craving one, since the way I'm looking at your eyes make me think so. Yeah?
Yeah.
You got 18 seconds. We're playing doors.
Oh, that's actually a fun one, Jesse.
Oh, he's played it before. I've seen he had 5 dips.
I forgot that it kept your depths.
Yeah, same here. Wow. I'm gonna get a lockpick this time. Could come in handy.
Shut.
Hopefully we don't get. That's new. We also can't leave behind unlimited vessels. Printer. Okay. We're looking for a key. I found the key. Yeah, I did. Oh, I remember why we don't leave people behind, because they go. Press will cause that trigger. Yeah. But there's no rush. If everybody wants to get coins and stuff, Wait. Who else is this? Did you crash? I can see that. Aww. What's wrong with that? No, it's not. We could speed run this in like 20 minutes. I believe it. Everybody's gone. Start over. Yeah. Literally a sugar land, really? What do we do? What? Oh my goodness. Hello? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Fantastic. Oh. Oh my. Oh my god! No! Wow. No! No! What? I just barely made it. It's all up to you. Just play it safe. Oh my god. God. Oh. No. Oh. No, stop paranoid. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What? Are you serious? the screen bouncing is messing me up. Why can't it? What? What? Oh. Oh my goodness. No, no, no. Ah! What?